Awesome, awesome. Well, usually there's a little time delay, but I am sure if anybody is watching right now, welcome to a little behind the scenes of the Social Roundtable. This was not planned for you guys to jump on, but maybe you have found us during your YouTube search. Maybe you are a fan from our Instagram pages. I am joined right now by my co-host, Social Media with Meg, and we do like a little meeting on Fridays, every Friday, to prepare for the next week and the next month. We try to be ahead of the game. So we give you guys a little sneak peek, right, Megan?
Yes, exactly. We are just here to really go over things with what we do on the show and what's to come.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna get a little sneak peek at what we are gonna be doing. I We will share something that we're doing very interesting now. I have my own YouTube channel. Megan has her own YouTube channel as well, and we've never done this before. Right now, we're actually streaming to both YouTube channels. So I'm curious. I would love to know if you are watching us right now live. If you're watching us live, please let us know from which channel you were able to join on from. Were you able to join on from Megan's channel on YouTube or my own? And the best way to let us know that is to just put it in the live chat and we will be able to see where you guys are watching from. Is it my channel? Is it Megan's channel? Just let us know. We're testing this brand new feature. We may be using this every Monday on our show. In case you don't know, we host a weekly show, the Social Roundtable, every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give you guys a little idea. We talk about some of the latest and greatest news in regards to social media, digital marketing, content creation, and more. And every week we bring on one or two guests to talk about this latest topic that you guys are the most interested in. So that's what we do every Monday. But right now it's Friday and we're testing out this brand new stream. So once again, if you're streaming from my channel, let me know. If you're streaming from Megan's, also let us know in the live chat. We're going to talk a little bit behind the scenes, Megan, about what's coming up in May. So we're brainstorming here, we're getting some things together. We'll just share a few ideas of what's going to be happening in May. Uh, as I get my screen together, because I got to move and get my documents, did you
Yeah.
have anything else that you wanted to share, Megan?
Yeah, definitely. So just again, like Heston said, we are testing this out. So if you're viewing it, this is just the real raw of what we do. We're always testing different things. We're always trying to organize and streamline our show to make sure that it's the best for all of our community and make sure that we're really informing you with the topics that you care about, helping you with your strategies, and bringing on the best guests. Like, you guys should hear our conversations about trying to find, if we're going to reach, if we are brave enough to reach out to that big guest that we really want. And we've got some incredible ones that have joined us in the past and some really exciting ones on our future episodes planned. So just get excited for that. And as always, we love to hear your guys' input on different topics or guests that you would love for us to host or talk about. So please, in the comments at any time with our lives, we always love your feedback and suggestions.
I'm glad that you said that. I was going to mention that. Like, if you guys have ideas about guests that you would like to have on our show, please let us know, and we will definitely try to make that happen. All right. So, myself and Megan, like I said, we kind of like to be ahead of the game. We have usually an idea of the topic of what we're going to discuss during our show on Mondays. We have that usually a month ahead. So we're kind of gonna go over May. Now May is a little bit different. For those of you guys that are watching, myself and Megan, we're located in the United States. I am on the northeast coast, where Megan is on the southeast coast. But in the U.S., there is a holiday coming in May, Memorial Day. That's going to be the 26th of May. It's always on a Monday, so that is the 26th of May. Usually, we don't do a show on major holidays, Memorial Day being one of them.
Mhm.
I may go live for like a few minutes. I'm not sure if Megan is able to join me on live as well. She'll be able to join also. We're not going to plan out having a guest. We're not going to plan out having topics because it's really a holiday weekend when most people are going to be probably traveling and going away. We definitely want to respect their time. So we won't invite any guests to come on. But if we're able to, we'll have a little Q&A session or maybe just a sit and chat type of conversation stream that day. We
Yeah.
don't know just yet. Hey, once again, if you guys have any ideas, please feel free to send them in. but we won't have anything particular planned that day. But the 3 weeks prior to that, we will. So the first Monday in May, Megan, is May 5th. Um, Now I won't go over potential guest. We won't reveal that just yet
Right.
with you guys because I don't want to promise you something and it doesn't happen. But as Megan said, we have some high hopes for some of our guests. Um, and hopefully, once that information is confirmed, once we have them booked and locked into our show, we will share that with you. And one of the best ways to do that is to actually join our broadcast channel, because on our broadcast channel we usually share that information early. Like today, we shared who our next guest is. Megan, and just talking about this prior before we went live, we have Jamar Diggs joining us on YouTube about YouTube on YouTube. I think it's going to be a great conversation for those of you guys that do not have a YouTube channel. I know so many are interested in getting started. I think it's going to be a great conversation. Megan, what are you looking forward to in regards to Jamar's conversation this Monday?
Really hearing from someone who is in the trenches there building and staying consistent for quite a while and getting that viewpoint from him of how things have changed and what he thinks is coming up, like why it's so important to be there. Definitely.
Yeah. And Jamar doesn't hold back neither. He'll tell you how it is, just as it is. He's not going to cookie cutter the conversation. So I think that's going to be a good conversation for you guys to jump in and enjoy. If you're ever considering YouTube at any point, just to kind of give you guys an idea, the name of that one is Why You Should Be on YouTube ASAP. That's Monday's conversation, but that's not May. The first one in May is going to be all about get more likes, shares, and comments on Instagram. Now,
Mm.
those are key elements that everybody's always talking about. They always want to learn more about in regards to how to get them. We're not going to jump into our own strategies just yet. We're going to save that for later. But Megan, in regards to this topic, why do you think people are always interested to get more likes, shares, and comments on Instagram?
Well, I think people are going to say, if someone else is listening, they'd say that they're interested because it tells them that their brand is growing and it's doing well. But I think it's also okay for us to be honest. And, we are humans and we enjoy that attention. We enjoy that feedback of like the energy we're putting out there is getting love, it's getting respected. People see it, right? So it's okay to have both there.
Yes, yes, I absolutely agree. I think it's something that on social media we definitely lure for. If we're putting out this energy in regards to our content, we want to make sure that we're getting something back. So that's going to be a great conversation. Once again, that's going to be May 5th, Monday. All of our shows are on Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we try to be respectful and keep the schedule the same for the most part. I don't think we've had to shift it since we moved to Monday at 12 p.m. We used to be at 5. Remember back then?
Yeah, I know, I know. That was always hard. Monday after all day. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
used to be hungry after that show, like
Yeah, I know.
starving. I used to think sometimes you guys during the conversation will probably hear my belly rumbling. I'm like, oh my goodness, I am starving.
Yes.
But no, we're now doing it during noon. So if you hear my belly rumbling, it's probably for lunch.
Yeah, exactly, right? I was
I
just
just got
gonna
to
say
keep the mic high.
I'm still hungry during this time, but
For the next week following after that, which would be May 12th, this was one that now sometimes we kind of go a little behind the scenes. Sometimes we kind of go back and forth when we're coming up with different ideas and we suggest things. This was one that Megan suggested in regards to the bigger topic at hand because I'll let you talk more about what May, the month of May represents, and if you want, you can introduce this topic, this
yeah,
episode.
of course. Okay, so some people know, many people do that. May is the month of mental health awareness, and so there's a lot of different things that happen during this month with all kinds of brands and businesses, and really help push that awareness and the importance of getting help if somebody needs it. I find that I see this on social media a lot over the past few years. There's been a lot of different people coming out and posting during this time because, I mean, it's social media is one of the biggest culprits that impact our mental health. So this topic that we're going to be talking about on the 12th is the warnings of social media danger to mental health. So, just really going over signs to look for, different ways to help combat it, and resources to connect.
I think that's a great introduction to it. It's a topic that not a lot of people focus on because, as we kind of just shared with the week prior topic, is something that we more want on Instagram because we're trying to spend time there. We want something back. But I think this topic is more general because it kind
Mhm.
of affects everybody. You don't have to be on Instagram for it to affect you. It's social media, technically, in general, in regards to the way that mental health and awareness should be looked at and considered. So, the topic of warning signs of social media danger is really key in regards to yourself, loved ones that are around you. Maybe we'll be talking about certain signs that you
Mhm.
might see from certain other individuals and maybe even yourself and what you can do about that. So that's going to be a really important topic. I can't. We've kind of had topics like this before our discussions, but I think we're going much more deeper on this one.
Mhm.
Since I have the list in front of me, if I remember correctly, one of the ones that we did earlier this year was actually with content coach Lindsay and Simply Alita, and that one was actually titled "Identify and Conquer Your Social Media Addiction," which is
Mhm.
somewhat closely related in regards to mental health, just from a more specific viewpoint. Now, if you're interested in that video, it is on the channel, so make sure you go back and check it out. It is still available. But this one, we're gonna be talking more from social media point of view. Um, I can't wait to get into that conversation because I think we're gonna have a lot of real key points that people can resonate with.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's going to give a lot of people like permission to admit maybe that they've struggled, or um, to see that even the people like social media experts, gurus, the people who do this for work, like we still struggle sometimes, and then to be able to get feedback and help on what we do to overcome it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is the second episode in May, two of three that we're doing. The last one is the next week after, May the 19th. Once again, all of our episodes are on Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the week after that, which would be the last episode in May, full episode with guests, we are going to be talking about something that I know a lot of people are excited for, your three biggest factors to more views on Instagram. Because Megan, we all want more views on Instagram. We feel like things have just took a downward spiral in regards to whether it's reels, carousels, even lives to a certain degree. Most people are not getting the views that they have grown accustomed to over the past few months and years of when Instagram was at its highest. And now it's just like you see it all over Instagram. I see it all over threads, people complaining about how bad their views are. So we're going to talk about some of the three biggest factors that may be affecting your views, but how you can use them in a positive way to get more views. Anything you wanted to share in regards to that topic for the 19th of May, Megan?
Yeah, just that we're going to be sharing some different things that maybe you aren't, they're not like your go-to answers, right? We're going to really dive deeper into what has worked for us, for our clients or students, and other social media experts that we are friends that we connect with a lot through like DMs, and really just seeing how things have changed, because what used to work for views is definitely different now.
Yeah, it's a whole different game park with Instagram. It's always changing, but I think we will be coming up with some things that you said are not the regular, but are true, valuable things that you should always consider.
Yeah.
So I'll go through this quick list of what's coming up in May one more time for those that might be just now joining us. Once again, this is a little behind the scenes of the Social Roundtable. We don't usually go live on Fridays. Usually on Fridays, myself and Megan have a little quick meeting, planning out the rest of the week, the rest of the month, sometimes in regards to future episodes. We want to make sure to stay ahead of the game and prepared. So what you see on Mondays, believe me, there's a lot of work that goes on it behind the scenes. We don't just show up and talk. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So And this is just a little sneak peek into some of that. So once again, coming up in May, May 5th is get more likes, shares, and comments on Instagram. On May 12th, warnings of social media danger to mental health. And the last one in May with a guest, we might have another one the week after, which is Memorial Day. On May 19th, your three biggest factors to more views on Instagram. So right now, we have three listed with guests. We are not mentioning any guests just yet. We're going to keep those quiet. It's on a hush hush right now. But if you do want to find out who those guests are when the time is right, we usually share to our broadcast channel on Instagram. If you're interested to get that, I'm not even sure if I put it in the description of this because this is really just a test.
I did
But if
not.
you want to find our broadcast channel, the best way to do that is to go to our respective Instagram pages and you can find the broadcast channel there. As well as if you're not following us yet, please go ahead and do that as well. Follow both of us on Instagram. And because we are streaming to two channels, when I now say subscribe, I mean to both.
Oh,
Subscribe to both channels. All right. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Megan's channel, join both of our respective communities so that you won't miss out future episodes of the Social Roundtable and random video live streams like this with myself and Megan, showing you
yeah.
guys a little sneak peek at how it's all made. I think that's it for now, Megan. We don't want to give away too much. Is there any other last minute things that you want to share with the audience right now?
No, I'm good. I am hoping that if you guys watch this either live, replay, whatever, that you enjoyed seeing kind of what's up and coming. And if you love this style where we're just kind of prepping for what's to come and kind of showing you a little bit of our meetings, then let us know in the comments.
Yes, we're definitely looking forward to getting some information from you guys, some ideas, opinions in the comments or in the DMs. Slide into the DMs. The DMs are always open. But I think we're going to sign off there for now. Hoping to see you guys this Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with our next guest, Jamar Diggs. And we're talking all about YouTube, why you should be on YouTube ASAP. And hopefully at the end of that conversation, you will be motivated to become a YouTuber.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Until then, talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend, and we will chat later. We're gonna do something special. We're gonna do a little countdown because me and Megan are still getting used to this. So you guys will see a little bit behind the scenes, perhaps. We'll see. Megan, are you ready
We're
to
gonna
end the
learn.
stream?
We're working on how to do it without doing it. But right now, you guys get the raw. This is the real. This is how we're doing it. So count us off.
Yeah, this is real. So three, two, one. All right, guys. Later. I'm now gonna hit end. Later, guys.